We also have a big business story to tell you about. Two new billionaires in Silicon Valley this morning, Jan Koum and Brian Acton, selling their messaging app called WhatsApp to Facebook for a cool $19 billion. So, of course, I wonder cynically, is it worth it? Let's bring in Brett Larson, CNN analyst and host.
No, for them it is. Yeah, right.
But I really, first of all, maybe I am living under a rock. I did not know of WhatsApp, and then I found out how many people use it.
Billions of people use it every day. It's a messaging app.
Yeah, it's like Kick, right?
Yeah, it's like Kick.
So lay it out for us.
Is it popular here in the U.S. or is it just around the country where there are more phones?
It's
globally. I had it on a BlackBerry and then got rid of it.
And then you got rid of the BlackBerry, or you got rid of the
I got rid of the BlackBerry, and
like,
then once I got the iPhone, I didn't need it.
What is it, and why is it worth $19 billion?
It's a messaging app that works internationally, but it works over data, not over text messaging. Right. So if you've got a limited number of texts, you can keep sending messages to people.
It's a cheaper, more cost-effective way to text people.
And it's also, you can use it with people all over the world.
Okay.
So if you've got friends in
without
Europe,
different rate structure.
Exactly, exactly.
So
and it's almost like Skype, but for text messaging.
Now that's a good analogy. Now I know what it is.
But she had a very good point. She makes a very good point. Is it worth it? $19 billion.
They're paying for the users,
They're definitely buying up the users, and they're getting millions of new subscribers every day. And, you know, the reality for Facebook is they're not keeping or getting really that younger audience, that under 17 that they so desperately need to get into the fold of Facebook so that they can keep using the products as they age. That's not what people do with media anymore.
All right, but still, Facebook's got a lot of cash. But 19 billion.
Right.
But 19 billion, they obviously did their own quantitative analysis that made it worth it. But what companies does this now make this app, which isn't generating money yet, what is it now worth more than in terms of big companies we all know?
Oh, gosh, in terms of a big company we all know, it's probably one of the smaller electronic companies. Not a Sony, but someone significantly further down
the
chain.
Legit companies. Like I know it's bigger than Mattel, the toy company. Doesn't have a market cap of $19 billion. I mean, some like real companies like
It's
Snapple.
bigger than Exxon. No, it's definitely not bigger than Exxon.
And by comparison, the last time we were talking about Facebook at least trying to buy another kind of company, Snapchat turned down the $2 or $3 billion deal, and we were talking
what's wrong with them,
$3 billion, and now we're talking almost $20 billion.
Right, which is a significantly larger amount of it's tenfold more amounts of money.
Dr. Pepper Snapple Group is $10 billion. News Corp, Fox News, the New York Post, $10.27 billion. Tiffany's, Mattel, Chipotle.
And hasn't this company only been around for 5 years?
They haven't been around for very long. Yeah, it's 3-4 years. But the real buy that Facebook is getting here is that user base, and also WhatsApp is signing up millions of people every day. So that's a good revenue stream to have. Now down the road, WhatsApp will start making money. It's free now, but in a year's time they'll start charging you $1.
Well, and when Brett says the user base, we're talking about serious users. This says there are 450 million monthly active users, 320 million daily active users. Point of comparison, what's the current population in the United States? Like 315 million people?
So now think about if Facebook decided to say, okay, for every other message you send, we're going to put in a text ad. That's millions of ads every day that they get. And also, the other thing that needs to be pointed out here, Facebook isn't an innovator. They're not innovating anything new.
So
they need to buy up things, kind of like what Microsoft did in the 90s. They just buy what they need to do.
Innovate by acquisition.
Exactly.
Brett Larson, thank you for explaining it.
Thanks, Brett.
Downloading.
Are you?
Yeah.